Nutrition in plants. Modes of nutrition. There are two modes of nutrition: autotrophic nutrition and heterotrophic nutrition. Autotrophic mode of nutrition. Autotrophic means self-nutrition. The mode of nutrition in which an organism makes its own food from simple substances like carbon dioxide, water, and minerals present in the surroundings is called autotrophic nutrition. Organisms having autotrophic mode of nutrition are called autotrophs. All the green plants and some bacteria prepare their own food by autotrophic mode of nutrition. Thus, they are autotrophs. Heterotrophic mode of nutrition. The mode of nutrition in which an organism cannot make its own food from simple substances but obtain ready-made food made by green plants directly or indirectly is called heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Organisms having heterotrophic mode of nutrition are called heterotrophs. Photosynthesis. Green plants are autotrophs and make their own food by the process of photosynthesis. The term photosynthesis was given by Charles Reid Barnes in 1893. Here's the image of him. Requirements of photosynthesis. The materials required by plants for photosynthesis are water and minerals, carbon dioxide, chlorophyll, and sunlight. Water and minerals. Water and minerals are absorbed by the roots of the plants from the soil through the process of osmosis. Water and minerals are transported to the leaves and other parts of the plant by xylem vessels which run like pipes throughout the root, stem, branches, and leaves. They form a continuous path or passage for the water and minerals to reach the leaves. The green plants take carbon dioxide gas from air for carrying out photosynthesis. The tiny pores called stomata are present on the underside of the leaves. These pores are surrounded by guard cells. The guard cells control the opening and closing of the stomata. The carbon dioxide gas enters the leaves of the plant through the stomata. Chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is a green pigment present in the cell organelle called chloroplast. Chlorophyll is present mostly in green leaves of the plants. Chlorophyll traps the solar energy. The energy is used to synthesize food from carbon dioxide and water during the process of photosynthesis. Sunlight. Green plants synthesize food in the presence of sunlight. Chlorophyll present in the green leaves trap the solar energy. The solar energy is converted into chemical energy by the process of photosynthesis. The chemical energy is stored in the form of carbohydrate in plants. Importance of photosynthesis. Photosynthesis enables the green plants to make their own food. In the absence of photosynthesis, there would not be any plants. The survival of all animals in the world, directly or indirectly, depends upon the food made by the plants. Oxygen, which is essential for the survival of all the living organisms, is produced during the photosynthesis. Carbon dioxide is used by plants during photosynthesis. So we can say that photosynthesis maintains the balance between oxygen and carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. So, in the absence of photosynthesis, life on the earth would be impossible. Plants also synthesize proteins and fats. We have just learned that plants synthesize carbohydrates through the process of photosynthesis. Plants can also synthesize other components of food such as proteins and fats. Proteins are substances which contains nitrogen. From where do the plants obtain nitrogen? Plants cannot use the nitrogen present in the atmosphere. They need nitrogen in a soluble form. Soil has certain bacteria called rhizobium bacteria which can take atmospheric nitrogen and convert it into water-soluble nitrogen components like nitrates and release it into the soil. These nitrates are absorbed by the plants along with water. Also, fertilizers are rich in nitrogen. Plants absorb nitrogen from these fertilizers. Certain plants like sunflower and mustard convert simple carbohydrate, glucose, synthesized during photosynthesis into soils and store them in their seeds. Plants also synthesize vitamins. Vitamins are found in vegetables, fruits, and cereals. Heterotrophic mode of nutrition. There are some plants which do not have chlorophyll. They cannot synthesize their food. Like humans and animals, such non-green plants depend on the food produced by other green plants. This is called heterotrophic mode of nutrition. We will study two types of heterotrophic nutrition in this chapter. Saprotrophic nutrition. Some non-green plants obtain their nutrients from dead and decaying organic matter of plants and animals. Such plants are usually white in color and have no leaves at all. The mode of nutrition in which the non-green plants obtain their nutrients from dead and decaying organic matter of plants and animals is called saprotrophic nutrition. Plants which use the saprotrophic mode of nutrition are called saprophytes. Parasitic nutrition. Cuscuta is a non-green plant. It does not have chlorophyll. It cannot make its own food. Its long, yellowish thread-like stems twine around the stem and branches of the tree on which it climbs. It has a special structure called hostoria, which pierces into the plant's body on which it climbs for absorption of ready-made food. The mode of nutrition in which some plants live in or on the body of other living organisms and derive their ready-made food from them is called parasitic nutrition. The plant like Cuscuta, which obtains the ready-made food, is called a parasite, and the organism from whose body the food is obtained is called the host. Parasites may be total or partial. Cuscuta is a total parasite. A few fungi and bacteria are also total parasites. Some plants like mistletoe are partial parasites. They have green leaves. These green leaves make their own food, but this plant receives water and minerals from the host plant on which it grows to synthesize food. Symbiosis. Lichens are the most amazing forms of life. A lichen is actually composed of two distinct organisms, algae and fungi, which live and work together. The algae contain chlorophyll and make their own food. The fungi share the food made by the algae. The fungi, in return, provide protection, water, and minerals to the algae. The association in which two different types of organisms live and work together for their mutual benefits is called symbiosis. Similarly, rhizobium bacteria live in the nodules of the roots of leguminous plants like pea and gram and provide them nitrogen in a soluble form. In return, the plants provide food and shelter to the rhizobium bacteria, so both organisms benefit each other. Special mode of nutrition. A few plants feed on insects for fulfilling their nitrogen requirements. Such insect-eating plants are called insectivorous plants. Picture plant Utricularia Venus flytrap, Drosera are some of the examples of insectivorous plants. They are generally green plants, but for preparing proteins, they cannot get nitrogen from their surroundings. The insects on which they feed fulfill their nitrogen requirements. In a pitcher plant, the leaf lamina is modified to form a pitcher-like structure. The apex of the leaf is modified into a lid which can open and close the mouth of a pitcher. Inside the pitcher, there are hairs which are directed downwards. When an insect lands on the pitcher, the lid closes and the trapped insect gets entangled in the hair. The insect is digested by the digestive juices secreted in the pitcher. Replenishment of nutrients in the soil. Plants absorb the minerals, nutrients, especially the nitrogen from the soil. Therefore, there is a depletion of nitrogen in the soil over a period of time. Manure and fertilizers are used to replenish the nutrients in the soil. These manure and fertilizers contain nutrients such as nitrogen, potassium, and phosphorus needed by the plants for their healthy growth. Rhizobium bacteria living in the nodules of the root of leguminous plants enrich the soil with nitrogen. This is a natural way of replenishing the soil with nitrogen. Thanks for watching.